8 months ago, I hadn't launched a single commercial software platform. My first project was delivered with my friend sat right next to me. This is everything I've built in my first 8 months of building my software company from scratch. I'm Josh, I'm 32, and this is the road to 1 million. So the first real platform that I built was a website called Ride Raffles. It was for a close friend who wanted to start a competition website so that people could win mountain bikes and biking accessories. It was an extremely personal project. My friend would literally sit next to me as we developed the website together, and he'd be able to tell me what he wanted, what he liked, what he didn't like, and we were able to test it together as well. It took around 4 weeks to complete, and that included the customer account creation, the admin section of the website, the front end itself, Stripe payments, random number generation for the actual competition draws as well. And in this project, so much learning happened. I learned about hosting, deployment, payments, security, testing, receiving feedback, fixing issues. And I learned what happens when real people start using something that I've created. And it wasn't the biggest, but it gave me faith that I could take something from an idea and turn it into reality. The next project was for a 650-year-old local English pub called the New Inn. It started as a new website, but the scope quickly became a lot bigger. Customers needed to view the menu, see upcoming events and what was happening. They could buy drinks for a friend who may be at the pub, reserve a table, as well as order food directly from the website for home delivery. And we also introduced QR code ordering to tables. Behind the scenes, I also built a tablet interface for the bar staff to work with. Same thing for the kitchen. So when someone did submit an order through the QR code system, it had its own separate displays for the bar and for the kitchen, and routed each person's order to the bar or kitchen correctly. This was the point where I realized I wasn't really building websites anymore. It was business operating systems. I was building systems that businesses could actually operate with. The next project was Petals of Balham. This florist wanted a website to capture inquiries for weddings, funerals, and corporate events. Originally, it was just a website, but as the project developed, we built in a CRM system, which means when a potential customer lands on the website and submits an inquiry, the CRM system guides the florist through how to interact with them. This includes things like automated emails, quote generation, and sending those quotes to your clients. It started as just a website for the florist, but quickly turned into a complete inquiry management workflow. This business handles funerals, weddings, and corporate events. So each inquiry needed to capture a different set of information relevant to those specific types of events. Each group of customers are getting their own bespoke experience based on the type of event that they're inquiring for. My next project was a bit different. This one is the first one that I found on Facebook, not through a referral or through my own network. This was a gentleman called Taff who runs a business called 777 Coaching. It's a mindset and lifestyle change coaching business. So when I saw this person on Facebook asking for a website designer, I reached out directly. We met up in Costa Coffee in town to actually meet each other and go through the requirements of the project. And we met a number of times more throughout the project to check in face to face, take him through what was built. And this evolved into not just a website build, but me also helping to automate some of his online presence. Because I was local and already had a proven history with the New Inn, it built trust immediately. That project showed me that I didn't have to rely on people I knew. I could proactively go out there, approach people who needed my service, and win those types of deals. So while I was building these projects, I was also building Ironclad in the background. I built my own website, customer management system, invoicing system, e-sign system, and a bespoke client onboarding portal. I created my proposals in Canva, ordered business cards from Vistaprint, as well as flyers and leaflets that I could hand out locally. The first business card I designed was honestly terrible, and I knew it. So I redesigned it completely and got them printed professionally. Eventually, I created something that I was proud to hand out. And that business card redesign turned out to be a lot more important than I had expected. Okay, so this is where I want to talk about my breakthrough project. So my dad actually took one of my business cards into work and handed it to a colleague at work. He mentioned, this is something that my son started 6 months ago. He's been doing it for the last 10 years and he's gone out on his own. Is there anything that my son could help you with? And by chance, there was. So this company wanted to take their current manual ordering process online. At the moment, they receive an email from a customer with a request to purchase a product. And they wanted to bring that system online. And so I went in and consulted with them for a day on exactly what those problems were. I looked at their current process, how the orders are currently coming in, how they are managing those orders internally, whether it's done via a system or it's a paper-based process. And in this case, it was a paper-based process. I looked at how they manage their stock. I look at how their deliveries are managed and their incoming and outgoing stock. And I looked and I saw there was a lot of room for improvement. I then built my proposal in Canva and 2 weeks later was on site with them again to present it. And they accepted. This became my first major multi-stakeholder project. The system includes customer ordering, inventory management, stock tracking, and a driver management portal. This was by far the most complicated project that I had worked on, and it was crucial that this has to go well. Now, this is significantly more complex than anything I had built before, but each project that I had worked on up until now had made me ready. So where am I now? I'm currently delivering that breakthrough project that I just mentioned, as well as having conversations every week with new businesses who I think I can help. For example, next week I have 3 client meetings for new projects, and I will of course update you as to whether those conversations are successful or not. I do understand that not every conversation becomes a project, and that's fine too. I've learned how important it is to make sure that not only you are a good fit for your customer, but that your customer is a good fit for you. 8 months ago, I was sat beside a friend trying to figure out how to build my software agency. Today, I'm building software involving multiple departments, operational workflows, and established businesses. I'm still improving how I find clients, price projects, and deliver these platforms successfully. But that is what this series is all about. This is the road to 1 million, and I'm documenting everything that comes next.